everybody ready?
Fire away.
Coach, one game in the Bahamas, is that sort of odd but good?
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, final exams are ending today, and you know, get a chance to get down there, get some warm weather, and also play against a quality team. Richmond's got a really good basketball team this year.
What's been the biggest thing that the guys need to work on? Is it consistency for the whole game?
Yeah, I guess avoiding some of those droughts offensively, but overall, I think we're making some really good steps, especially our interior play. Daniel Miller's really starting to step it up. Nate Hicks is playing well, and we got to get Cameron Hosey going. But I think our guard plays are pretty good. But yeah, we could be a little more consistent throughout the game.
Is this one of these?
Oh, guys. Okay.
Is this one of these kind of typical starting a little slow, trying to get some consistency, but then scares the crap out of people after we start getting into conference play teams, you think?
Well, you know, I'm really just focused on a really good Richmond team.
Right.
You know, they're a really good basketball team. They're shooting the ball very well. They got a bunch of veterans. Gives us a chance to get a quality win on our schedule.
How do you feel you match up with them?
It's a good matchup. They've got a veteran guard, and Kevin Anderson is actually a local kid who's A10 Player of the Year, preseason Player of the Year. I like, the perimeter is very, very strong. They've got a kid in Harper, number 15, he's a real matchup. Sorry, 32. He's a real matchup problem. Big kid that can really put it on the floor and shoot the three. But I think overall it's a good matchup for us.
Where do you see Miller? You mentioned where do you see him step up? Where he goes to the team day one?
He's just becoming more assertive. Daniel's a very good athlete. I think the more aggressive he gets in terms of attacking the basket and really assert himself offensively, I think you're going to see him have a bigger impact, in terms of, determining outcome of games.
He had a decent game. He didn't back down against Tompkins in the Georgia game. That's an all-SEC guy. What kind of a boost did he get from that game?
Well, he's got confidence, and I think he recognized that he can play against all of these guys. So I don't think that was anything new for him. It's just a matter of him just going out and doing it every night.
Coach, talk about these games coming up before the conference season starts.
Yeah.
Some good opponents, but obviously you want to get prepared for the season.
Yeah, I mean, we got a chance to play against some good teams and to work out some of the kinks and get, like I said, our inside guys some experience before we start conference play, which is, I think Boston College is our first conference game. I'm not sure, I don't know the date, but I know it's not far away.
Paul, as your bigs get more comfortable inside, will that increase the flexibility you have defensively? I think probably now, occasionally, you cheat from the perimeter in to help them, but as they get more familiar with what you're asking them to do.
Matt, it'll be more, I think, you'll be able to do more defensively, but it's more offensively. I think we'll have a lot more balance. I think right now, we depend an awful lot. Anybody who's watched us play on our perimeter guys, Iman Shumpert and Glenn Rice, and Mo Miller, and Rufan, and those guys, and even Jason. I think as those guys get a little more comfortable, then we can be a little more balanced offensively.
Where's Glenn Rice? Is he injured? He has playing time has been spotty from game to game. Is he just?
I wouldn't say spotty. Just one game, basically. Just trying to give him a chance to kind of see things. I think the last game, but I think up until the last game, he's been playing, a lot of minutes. I think the game before that, he played for 35 minutes, 34 minutes.
I can't remember. There was one other game where I think he had 11 minutes. It was 3 or 4 games earlier. But I didn't know if he was injured or not because we saw him on the stationary bike. We thought he might have had a game.
Everybody, as you get to this time of the year, you 10th game of the year, everybody's starting to get dinged up now.
And Mo Miller, I asked last week about him and his play. He seems to often, not always, maybe have a steadying influence on the people around him when he's in the game. Am I
really
reading that correct?
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And his ability to create easy shots with his passing, he's doing a much better job attacking the basket in transition. But no, you're right. He does have a common influence, a steadying influence on the team when he's in the game.
He also mentioned that he felt like the game was slowing down for some of the guards like him and Mufan.
Yeah.
Is that inaccurate?
Yeah, just as you get into the flow of the team, and then we're trying to integrate some new guys, and I think as everybody starts to kind of get comfortable with each other now, you see the play a little earlier. The game may not slow down, but in your mind you can anticipate better what's going to happen, and consequently then you feel like, okay, I know what's going to happen here, so he doesn't have to feel like you make a rush decision.
It seems to me that there were times when some of the guys defer almost too much. Iman was really hot in the first half the other night, which was a good thing for you guys. Of course, everybody else played pretty well in the second half. Daniel got a lot done.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like the starters at least were 3 for 17, almost like when one guy gets hot, he can carry us instead of
Yeah.
remembering, hey, I need to keep pitching in even though so-and-so is
Yeah.
hot. Am I reading that? I don't want to say you're
Yeah, I
Kobe-centric.
mean,
but-
there is there's a fine line between feeding the hot hand and guys the front, like you said. So again, I think it comes as more games you play, the better field guys have for each other.
Thanks,
Thanks, George.
Paul.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.